Okay, so we are going to start your today's data science program. In your last session, we covered some basics of your data science. In data science, we covered Python part. So we started your Python part in data science. So we already discussed why Python is important for data science and why R programming is important. Because in data science, you must know about your general mathematics and statistics. You must know about some programs. You must know general ethics and knowledge. So, in your last part, we started your Python program. So, we are going to continue that along with quickly. So, in your last session, we discussed how to print and output your program. For example, I want to print hello world on screen. If I run this code, you can see my output as hello world. So this same code we done in your R program. Why? Because R programming is high level programming language. It supports multiple codes. Python, HTML, C Hatch, C++, C. It supports all programming languages in it. So with this same code you can use for Python also and you can use for your C programming also. So through print function you can print anything on your screen. Now remember, whenever you are dealing with alphabets, you must use your double quotes or you can use single quote. If you know programming language like Java, in Java we use single quotes. What is use of single quote there? To single quote, you can print any alphabets. Now, if you want to print numbers, no need to use quotes. If I run this code, you can see no error. So, no need to use quotes while dealing with numbers. Next, we also discussed how to assign variable. Now, what are variable? Variable are nothing but part of your program which stores some memory, which you variable are name of data. For example, water. Water is just name of variable, and water, juice inside that is data. So variable is name of your data. You can assign any variable name, and you can also assign any particular data in your variable. For example, I am assigning variable name and name is equals to. Now, if I run this code, you can see no any error on my screen. That means our code is correct. Now, if I want to print this hello, now if I run this code, you can see hello we got as our output. So remember, you can assign variable names and you can print your variable. Now, one question may arise: why we didn't use here double quotes or single quotes? Because this is also alphabet. Because we already given instruction for this line. We already assigned one variable name. That's why we we are not using this double quote or single quote because these are variable names. So your or your device already recognize this thing. So no need to add here codes. So like this, you can assign variable name and you can print variable names. Next part we discussed in your last session, that is your input type. Now what is use of input? Through input, you can ask for any input from user. You can get input from user. Now one more thing. Many of the students not able to join lecture, or many of the students is not joining lecture on this particular time. So no issue. Our lecture are recording. So our lecture are daily live. Along with that, our recorded sessions are also there. After end of this lecture, you will find recorded session in our YouTube channel. So Chaitanya, you are attending your session. So tell your friends to go through recorded sessions after end of this session. Input, side input. I want to ask anyone's name. Now, if I hit enter, if I run this code, you can see it's asking for my name. If I type my name here, no any error. So this is input type. This is use of input function. Next, so assign one variable name is equals to, inside it, I am writing my data as input. Now, name, if I run this code, see on screen, asking for name. If I write here, enter, you can see my output. So like this, you can assign any variable name. Any doubt till here? Remember, whenever you got any doubt during your recorded session, actually this is live session. If anyone is not able to join live session, if anyone joining, going through recorded session, so if you have any doubt in recorded session, you can comment there, or you can ask in your next lecture. In your next session, you can ask. Let's continue. So like this, you can assign any variable name. Let's continue. After variable name, we also discussed how to add comments on your Python program. To add comments, you must use hashtag. So after hashtag, if you write any name, it will automatically become comment. Now you can see no any output, no any error. So what are comments? Comments are actually not part of your code. These are only for user satisfaction. Comments actually not show any output because your interpreter or your compiler completely ignores part of comment. So if you want to write any comment, comment in your program, you can add through hashtag. Next, adding comment. We also done your concatenation part. Now, what is concatenation? Concatenation means mixing two different strings or adding two different variables together or two different codes together. Now, for example, first we do demonstration here. Now, I am assigning one variable name as name is equals to I am asking for user name. Now, print function name. Now you can see my 10th line of code. I used print hello plus name. Now hello, I want to add a new command with name, and name is your variable. If I run this code, now you can see it's asking for my name. I hit enter. Okay, that is our previous command. So it's asking for your name. If I enter, you can see hello. So like this, you can assign variable name and you can add concatenation. Concatenation means just adding any command or something with your code. So like this, you can add two different strings or two different codes together. So that is your concatenation part. You can also do vice versa. For example, you can write if I run this code, you can see it's asking for your name. After hit enter, you can see our now one question may arise. There is no any gap between makeable and hello. Now, how to create that gap? You just have to give one space between your double quote and hello world. If I give one space, now if I run this code, you can see it asking for my name. Hit enter. Now you see what is your output. Hello, maker. So like this, you can concatenate things in your Python. Remember, in your data science, you have just basic part of Python, not in deep part of Python because Python with AI programmers have. You have in deep part of your R program. We just taking your basic of Python because to understand data part of your Python. Without covering your basics, if I directly go for data part along with your Python, then you will find difficulty in that. So that's why we are covering your basics for your Python part. Now you can also do some arithmetic operations in your Python. Arithmetic operations like plus, minus, means addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So for example, I want to add two numbers. So 2 side bit, I'm writing 2 plus 2. If I run this code, you can see our output 4. So like this, you can perform some arithmetic operations also in your Python. And remember, if you want to multiply any two numbers, instead of writing x, you have to use star. Remember, programming language use star. Star can see my output. So you can also perform some arithmetic operations in your Python program. You can also create some basic calculations or some basic calculators in a Python program. Let us do some big line code. For example, I am assigning one variable name as first. Inside that variable name input, I am asking for first number from user. Next, I am asking for two numbers from user. Now some arithmetic operations with that. So sum equals to plus int second. Next print sum. Now if I run this code, you can see on screen it's asking me for my first number. So if I give my first number as 2, next second number 3, if I enter, you can see it automatically done calculation part. So like this, you can create short calculator also. Now, one difference is there. This calculator is with limited operation. Means I already assigned whenever whatever number you will give, it just add things, not subtraction, no multiplication. For that, you have to create in-depth calculation, and we are not going through that part because it is some advanced part of your Python. So just for basics, this is important. You can create any arithmetic operations. Now one more important code is there. Sometimes during lecture or if you YouTube also, sometimes many programmers miss that part, skip that part. That is new line comment. Now new line is very important part of any program. Now what is new line? If you want to ignore any line and print any line into new line, for that you have to use new line. Now let me show you demonstration that you will understand better. Now you see, I am using new line. If I run this code, now you see it asking for my first number. But you see difference. What is the difference? Here you see difference. Asking for first number, you will get option to type here only. But you can see I am getting option to type below my question. Like this, you can add new line in your program. Clear? So if you got any doubt in between recording sessions also or live session, you can unmute yourself or ask in chat session. Like this, perform arithmetic operations and you can add new line. For new line, one backslash n. Remember. So I am adding new line here also. Remember where to add new line, that is very also important. If you are adding new line in your input function, remember before end of your double quotes, you should add your new line. If you add your new line here, first let me draw this code. Now if you add your new line here, and if you run this code, now you will see you find error. Like this, inside your double quotes. Now it's asking for first number and give first number, second number, successfully perform its arithmetic operation. So after arithmetic operations, so this was your basic calculation. After arithmetic operations, now you can also do some different things in your program. So different things like you can use some conditions, you can use some loops, which we already discussed how to create loop. Next, how to create sets or list in your Python. That is also very important part of your Python and very basic part. Let us discuss that part. So for example, I am assigning one variable name as role, and that variable name. So whenever you want to create any set, any list in your Python programming, use square bracket, not your round bracket, not your flower bracket, curly bracket. Use square bracket. So number, I assign some data as 1, 2, 3, 4 in your variable. Now I wrote number. If I run this code, you can see my data as it is. So like this, you can create any list or you can create any data in your Python. This is very important part of your code. Now, for example, you want to add anything in your data. For example, I want to add number 5 also in your data. So it is very easy to add. You just have to give one comma and add 5. That thing is different. But through coding, how to add, that is important. So for example, I want to add number 5 in my list. For that, one with full stop, you have to write. Well, I want to add 5. Now you can see I use append and 5. If I run this code, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my data is added successfully. This data not listed. So append function is used to add anything in your data. Now one more function is there called remove function. You can remove any data. Now 5 is not available here. I am writing instead of 5. Now if I run this code, you can see 1, 2, 3. So like this, you can add any data in your Python programming or you can remove any data from your set. So this is your basic of your Python. Tomorrow we are going for quick advance. It is important for our data science, actual part of your data science in Python. After that, your practical only going to start. Only practicals we are performing. No any theoretical lectures, no any theoretical notes. You have to just do practical performance. along with us. So if you have any doubt, you can ask in next session, and whoever attending session today, you can ask right now by unmuting yourself. Any doubt in today's session? So many of you guys attended in between, so no problem. You can go through our recorded sessions. So we are ending our session here.